Good morning, viewers. Today we will discuss on the portfolio risk management analysis. Today's chapter is based on MBA third semester, and this is numerical part of Unit 2. My subject is investment of analysis and portfolio management, and topic is macro risk model and portfolio analysis. In this topic, we understand that how we calculate the risk and return of the portfolio. So first, we should understand how we calculate the return of a portfolio. Before that, we have to understand what is portfolio. When one or more securities are there, the combination is known as portfolio. For example, if a person have a security A and security B, then he is having a portfolio of A and B. Now, for a single asset, it is very easy to calculate the portfolio, it is very easy to calculate the risk. But in the case of various assets, more than 2 assets, we have to need some calculation to find out the portfolio return, because at the end of the year, end of the month, when we find out what we get from our portfolio, like if we invest in banking sector, if we invest in real estate, if we invest in gold, if we invest in pharmaceutical companies, then this is a portfolio and we have to find out our return because we invest something. Let's understand with the numerical. This is the question. Here there are 3 conditions and according to condition there is a probability. All of you know probabilities, sum of probability is 1, always be 1, not more than 1. So in this case, if market condition is good, probability is 3% and return of A is 22 and return of B is 6. Similarly, if market is neutral, then probability 5% with 14% security and 10% security of B. And if market is very bad, then probability is 2% of security A and 7 and this is 11. Now, how we can solve it? We can solve it by individually with the help of this formula, like this P1 is a probability 1 and R1 is a return of asset A. We are calculating the return of asset A. So R1, similarly P2 into R2 and P3 into R3. Put the values on this 0.3 into 22, 0.5 into 14 and 0.2 into 7. When we multiply this one, we get 15% return. That means we get average 15% return in total market capitalization from security A. Now, similarly, we applied the formula on security B and we find out that there is 9% return. Is 9% return. So, after the end of solution, we find out that if from A, we will get 15% on an average return and we will get 9% average return from individual security. But we are here calculating the portfolio of A and B. So, in this time, we are going to calculate the portfolio of A and B with the help of this formula. This is sigma R P for portfolio. This is summation I for one and nth number. You can calculate the various, not only for 2, it can be security C, security D, security E and so on. If you have 10 security, then you can also do the same thing. Now, WI is proportion. WI is proportion of the fund. Here, proportion of fund is 50%. 50%, like this is total, this is 50%. 50% of A and 50% of B, total 1. If we have 3, then proportion will be 0.3, 0.3 and 0.3 or 0.34. Let example, if A, B and C and the proportion of fund may be 25%, 25% and here 40%, or you can also having the same proportion then 33 and last is 34. equal proportion. So you have to maintain the proportion by W. Okay. Now, in this case, we have only two securities, therefore proportion is 0.5 only. Now, multiply the return, that is return of A, which is 15%, with 0.5, and return of B, 9, which is 0.5, and we get the answer 12%. Therefore, 12% is the expected return of portfolio. 12% is the expected return of the portfolio. I hope you understand this, and if you have any query, you can go to the website and our college website and check our details of the theory. Thank you. Welcome friends. Now, after calculation of portfolio return, we have to find out the portfolio risk. So portfolio risk is calculated with the help of micro-risk model, and here with the same example, with the same question, I am going to show you how we can find out the portfolio risk. Here market condition same, good, neutral, bad, with the probability of 3.3%, 0.5%, 0.2%. Security A having written 22, 14, 7, security B 6, 10 and 11. Now, how we can find out the portfolio risk? For this is the formula. This is the formula. This is sigma P for portfolio under root weightage square, weightage of 1 square, sigma of first security square, then weightage of second security squares, risk of second security square, then we have to add the covariance. Now, we can also do that with the help of this. This is the coefficient of correlation into risk of A and risk of B. Let's understand how we can calculate. Here, with the help of this table, probability is given, deviation from the mean. Here the mean is expected return. For the, in last example, I told you the expected return of security A is 15%. So we just subtract 22 from 15 and we get 7. Similarly, 14 minus 15 equals to minus 1. 7 minus 15 equals to minus 8. Similarly, for the security B, we have found out the deviation, and deviation is 6 minus 9. 9 is expected return of B, which we calculated earlier on. 10 minus 9 and 11 minus 9, that is 2. Now multiply this deviation by the probability, and here we get that 14.7, 0.05, 12.8. Multiply the deviation and square of that 2.7, 0.5 and 0.8. Add it on, that is 28, this is 4. Now we get here the variance. We get the variance, and you all know the square root of variance is the risk, that is standard deviation. The standard deviation in this case is 28 square root 5.3 and square root of 4, that is 2. That is 2. Now from this calculation we can able to find out the risk and deviation of both security A and B. In this case 5.3 is risk and 28 is deviation, variances, and for security B 2 is the standard deviation, that is risk, and 4 is the variances. Now use this data to calculate the coefficient of correlation. For the finding out the coefficient of correlation, we have a table. Now in this table there are the three cases: good, neutral and bad as above. 0.3, 0.5, 0.2 similar to this. Now P minus RA minus expected return of A, that is 7. RA minus expected return of in case of this point -1 and this is -8. Similarly, RB minus expected return of B -3, 1 and -2. When we multiply this one with probability here, P multiplied by this and this, we get -6.3, -0.5 and -3.2. And when we add it on, we get this number. Coefficient of correlation formula is covariance of A and B divided by standard deviation of A and standard deviation of B. So we put here, this will get from the this and 2 will get from the B, this, and we get a number 0.94. So here we get all the data to put on the our formula. Here formula is given, weighted, as I already told you in last 0.5, because we have only two securities, then weightage is 0.5 square. This is a standard deviation of security A 5.3. Similarly, 0.05 for B and standard deviation of B is 2 and make it square as per the formula. Now here 2 from this is weighted, covariance of 1 and 2, we here give the 9.04 this amount into standard deviation of A, standard deviation of B. After calculating all these things, we get a number that is under root 3. We get the number under root 3, and by under root 3 we get 1.73%. Sigma P 1.73%. That is the risk of your portfolio. I again repeat, the risk of your portfolio is 1.73. So from here we can understand that how we calculate the risk and return of a portfolio when we have two securities and more than two securities. First security, here there are only two securities, you can calculate also by 3 and by 4 and by 5. Additionally, I just want to tell you that there is a limitation of this model, because when we are going to calculate more than two securities, we have to calculate the covariances of each securities with each other. So at the end, if we having nth number of securities, then it is quite difficult to calculate the each and every covariances with all the securities. So there is a limitation of the McRory's model. This limitation is controlled by the next model, that is simple index model, which will in next lecture we will get a numerical example of that simple index method. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you so much.